Hi, I'm Brandon with Velvet Box, and thank you for joining me on the product portion of the What a Flirt class, where I'm going to talk about a handful of products to help make sure that your flirting is fantastic. Now, flirting is so important, and it's so much fun, especially in the beginning when everything is new, when you're sending all the right body language, letting those looks linger longer than necessary, sending all the right signals. And then as time goes on, things kind of get normal and that flirting kind of dissipates. But I'm here to tell you that it's extremely important to keep that flirting alive throughout your relationship, no matter how long you've been together. So, I'm going to talk about 3 genres of products to help make sure that your flirting is fantastic. Now, I know. What does Velvet Box sell that really translates into flirting? Well, when you've been in a relationship for a long time, you kind of got to step that flirting level up to the next, that flirting game up to the next level. So I'm going to talk about 3 genres of products to help make sure that your flirting is fantastic. Number 1. They say if you feel good or if you look good, that affects every other aspect of your life. So, if you want to get sexy later, you got to start by feeling sexy. Feeling sexy throughout the day. So, in the morning when you're getting up and you're thinking about what you're going to do to your husband tonight, then how about you put on something that makes you feel good? It doesn't matter if it's a pair of lacy panties or a power suit. That's up to you. But you put on something that makes you feel hot, and you're more likely to want to get hot and bothered later. So, how do you translate wearing something sexy into flirting? Well, you take some pictures, of course. So, and I'm not necessarily saying send nudes, although there are fun apps for that, Snapchat, hey. But I'm talking about taking some really sexy or tasteful photos that are very suggestive, and it's a fun way to send to your partner throughout the day to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. One fun idea would be to stop by Velvet Box, buy yourself a nice sexy piece of lingerie, lay that out on the bed, take a photo of it and saying, waiting for tonight, so that your partner knows that that you're waiting for them and they've got a special surprise coming. Number 2 would be sex games. Now, I know they seem silly. Most people come in and buy them for a bachelorette party or bachelor party or something as some kind of gift. But the reality is that sex games can be fantastic conversation starters. They're a great way to try something new. And one easy way to translate those sex games into flirting would be to buy something like this, the date night sticks. So you can leave one of those somewhere your partner will find to know that, hey, tonight we're going to do this. Or one of these fun, sexy vouchers. Like this one here, let's see. I owe you breakfast in bed, dessert included. How cute. Rip this sucker out, fill it out, put it somewhere where your partner's gonna find it, right? So if it's in their wallet or in their purse or wherever, in their pocket. So when they reach in their pocket, they pull it out and like, oh, what's this? Oh, well, that's a nice surprise. And then they know what they're gonna get later. Or in this case, tomorrow morning. So, sex games are a great way to try something new and start talking, so I highly suggest giving them a chance. Now, number 3, app-controlled toys. There are so many cool, highly technologically advanced toys out there now, and the ones with apps are a great way to stay connected to your partner no matter where you are in the world. Now, I like to talk about the WeVibe line of products. They make a plethora of app-controlled toys for you and your partner to play with. And the really cool thing about those app-controlled toys is, like I said, you could be anywhere in the world. As long as both of you have the WeConnect app downloaded to your phone, then either of you can send an invitation to the other to see if you want to play. And if you do, you accept that invitation, and then you give your partner control of your toy no matter where they're at in the world. And there are all kinds of fun app toys to play with from WeVibe. Like, for instance, this one here, the WeVibe Pivot. It is a vibrating C-ring, so it's a toy that the gentleman wears. It has a nice stretchy ring that'll fit absolutely anybody, and a very powerful vibrator on the top here. It sends vibrations through the penis and makes for a fantastic couples toy during sex. Now, you can wear, if you're going to be separated, one way to turn this into fun solo, when he can still wear this while you control it from anywhere else in the world. Next would be the We-Vibe Ditto. We-Vibe Ditto is a great little butt plug here. Very, very powerful and a nice beginner size. So if you're into a little bit of anal play, this is just the toy for you. And then everybody's heard of it, vibrating panties. It's like from the movie The Ugly Truth. Yes, vibrating panties are real and they really do work. And the We-Vibe Moxie is the best of them all. The really cool thing about the We-Vibe Moxie is this little magnetic panel here that allows you to use your own panties and hold the toy in place in exactly the right place. So it's ribbed for a little bit of her pleasure and very, very powerful. Fits perfectly on any pair of underwear and it's super quiet, so nobody's gonna know exactly what's going on. Now, of course, last but not least here is their flagship product, the We-Vibe Chorus. This C-shaped toy right here. This gives you dual internal and external stimulation. It's even ribbed for her pleasure on the inside. So what happens is if this is the vagina, this piece here goes into the vagina against the G-spot, and this piece sits outside against the clitoris. You get dual external and internal stimulation. It makes for a great panty vibe if you want to try internal and external stimulation, whereas the We-Vibe Moxie would simply be stimulating the clitoris. Then, it's perfectly hands-free. It fits under your clothes. It's very, very quiet, but a really cool feature about it is this handy-dandy remote control. It has super easy-to-use buttons, but a really awesome feature that allows you to squeeze this toy to turn it up as high as it goes. So when you want that extra bit of something, just squeeze away. Then, of course, if you're together, then this toy is a perfect couple's toy. While you're getting dual internal and external stimulation, he would come in underneath the toy, and it'll vibrate along him as well. You really can't ask for much more. Well, thank you very much. That's all I got.